Hello everyone, and welcome back to Untamed Chaos. So since last episode, I've been working on a lot of stuff and kinda went a little insane. This mod pack's really taking its toll on me. Also Thaumcraft research. So yeah, I did a lot of the eldritch research and lost my mind a little bit. But luckily I made the sanity checker, so if you look behind my face cam here inside my head, you can see this little meter. And it has about a third purple. So yeah, that's how insane I am. But luckily, I also did make some Sane Thoughts potions to hopefully help with this and make me a little more sane for this episode. So if I just drink this and go back here, it didn't change the meter, but now I have a warp ward for 10 minutes. That should stop any warp effects, although they haven't been occurring that often anyway. I just wanted to see if it would actually reduce the meter at all. So yeah, but don't worry, despite going insane, I have a completely sane episode planned for today, you know, with slime murder, ridiculous amounts of solar panels, and ridiculously expensive cobblestone, so yeah, totally normal. But yeah, so the first thing I want to note is some armor stuff. I have now completed all the Twilight Forest armors. I did that off camera. You know, I went and killed some more Hydras. I went and killed the Naga for scale to make the Naga armor. Got the fiery weapons, killed more Yetis. I even went and got the Crumble Horn. Crumble Horn from the questing ram. All I had to do was find one and give it wool, so it really wasn't that something I really wanted to show on camera. But yeah, I completed most of the Twilight achievements as well. I think the only ones I didn't do was like the Maze Breaker one, and the ones I couldn't do at the end of the progression. So yeah, but now I have all the Twilight stuff done, and I really just need to work on, well, Bedrockium and this side of the trophy hall with the Erebus and dungeon armors, which I also would like to try work on mostly off camera. Oh, also, I forgot to mark off the goal for all Twilight trophies in my goal list here. So, yeah, I should have done that last episode when I got the Lamp of Cinders, but I just forgot. But now I have all the other Twilight trophies as well, so I definitely completed that goal now. So, yeah, aside from that, I did also go back to the... Actually, let me just head down some... Let's just head to the base floor here. But, yeah, I did get a whole bunch more oak wood, as you can see here. And that's because I decided just to level this to Grandmaster. It has some modifier slots. I think all its random modifiers are redstone, so I can modify it, but I think I will modify it off camera. And you might also notice that I made an excavator here, because I need to actually gather some more soul sand. And yeah, so I decided just to make an excavator so I could dig 3x3 instead of having to dig one at a time. So I made that off camera as well. It's just pretty much the same as this. It got like one level, I think, and got emerald random modifier, not that great. But it's pretty much the same as the lumber axe, but just for dirt. So yeah, and I just want to note one other thing is that I would like to modify the tools and name them off camera. So in a future episode, I'll just come back and show you what I've done, rather than dedicating another episode to modifying and naming the Tinker's tools, because I'm really bad at coming up with names for them, and I would like to at least name these weapons before the series ends, because only a few have names. Like that doesn't have a name, that doesn't have a name. So yeah. And another thing to note on is stuff down here in the Thaumcraft room. So, well, one, it might look a little bit different. I had to set these up because I kept running out of order when doing research. I think I got a decent bit from scanning nodes and such, but yeah, kind of low on order, and apparently having this next to a research table makes order or something. I don't know. This is pretty slow going through here and getting crafting tables. But, yeah, I got rid of cardboard boxes, all the cardboard boxes. Like, let me just search cardboard box. So that should be enough to show it. But yeah, I got rid of all my cardboard boxes. And the reason is I decided that I will be changing the recipe to require Spirit Binder. So I'll do that in a future update. Hopefully like maybe next week or the week after or something like that. I want to at least do it like a few weeks before the series is over. But I do want to do one last update, and I will be updating the cardboard box recipe to require a Spirit Binder or something like that. But I end up making a whole bunch more transposition sigils, because these work pretty much the same as a cardboard box, and I don't know, there's just something a bit more costly, like that the blood cost and also the resource cost is a lot higher. They still might be a bit easy compared to you know, like the Spirit Binder recipe wise, but at the same time, the Spirit Binder isn't that costly with all the resources I have. Like I have a ton of ecto before I nerf the rates anyway. Now the stars aren't hard to get, and that stuff isn't hard to get either, so I can make a ton of Spirit Binders, so I end up just making a ton of transposition sigils, and I only keep one in this bag, but I made a ton of them, and I also can put that stuff back in there for the moment. And I also finished the node room here. So as you can see, I have a lot of nodes all around. I got them from the Mistcraft dimension as well as the overworld. I tried to do a decent balance of all the different aspects I need. I'm still a bit low on some. And as you can see, I have my other wands as well as the Vis Stone here, or the Vis Storage Amulet. The Vis Stone's the cheaper one from Dungeons. Anyway, so yeah, I have all this stuff here and finished off the room. So I think that's about all I had to say. Yeah, I plan to change the box recipe, got rid of the boxes, and also Mistcraft stuff I want to touch on. So I figured out how this all works. I pretty much knew how those worked, but here is the main difference. So I made a portfolio, and I could have swore I had a... No, I took out the folders. So pretty much I found a bunch of folders, and if I just search... I went back to the dimension. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of empty folders. So I went back there, explored around while getting wood, found a whole bunch more Mistcraft pages, also traded this guy, and his trade for the seal package of notes, whatever it's called, it replenishes over time. So I made a portfolio here, and I can put all my symbols in here as like kind of an easy place to store them. If I search all, you'll see all the ones I'm missing as well. So there's still a lot I don't have. But how it works is I put it in here and I can switch between them. Like that's the second portfolio I made. And I also can name them by putting them here and naming them. But let's say if I want another black one. So you know, I could take out the page. I can put it back, but if I right click, it'll put one in here, use up some of my ink, and make a black page. So now I can put it back in here and have two. So that is how you clone pages using this. It needs paper and ink. So I just didn't figure out what I had to put in here and how I had to do it with over here. So yeah, that's basically the process of cloning pages. So yeah. Anyway, on to the Ichor stuff, Ichor, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I did unlock all the research in Thaumcraft. Like, every single thing in all of these I have unlocked, more or less. I didn't unlock all the ones, like, in some of the add-on mods. But I should have, like, everything. I got all the different wands, all the different wand caps, all the different sigils, foci, the upgrade for that one even. I still have to read through a lot of this, and oh, also, yeah, that's about the purifying salts. There is also sanitizing soap, which I would like to make off camera as well as more potions. I think this actually removes your temporary warp, as well as giving you warp ward or something like that. So, yeah, that will be helpful to further reduce my warp effects. But so far, they haven't been too bad, really. They only occurred like a few times, and then they kind of just went away, because if you're not doing Thaumcraft, they kind of dissipate. Although I might need the potion, because I'm going to do a bit of Thaumcraft this episode. So there's still a lot of stuff I do need to look into. The Fortress Armor's over here. Golemancy has a lot more than I thought it did, or it just kind of expanded out in all sorts of directions. So, yeah. But I think I have everything. I unlocked the Eldritch tab here, and I think I actually unlocked everything in here as well. So, yep. And, Automagi, Magi, not sure how to say it. That's one I haven't done a ton with. Same for Forbidden Magic here. But yeah, this tab actually appeared once I got the Eldritch Research. Like, once I had Warping with Hit was a warp effect, I unlocked that, I think. But Tinkerer was the one that I had to unlock everything else in. So, yeah, I'll continue unlocking research off-camera in the other ones. I just didn't want to use up what little aspects I have left, because unlocking all that stuff kind of drained a lot of my aspects, especially Ordo. And if we come down here, Ichor is unlocked. So if I click this, I unlocked Ichor. And now I can unlock Ichor Cloth. And there we go. Ichor Robes, Ichorium. Oh boy. So I unlocked the robes. This is the really costly Ichor robes I've talked about before. And pretty much how it works is Ichor is made like that. It's actually pretty easy because I already have the nether shards, end shards. I have tons of nether stars, I can get that. So that's how you get Ichor. The aspects could be a bit hard. I'm not sure. I'll have to see how I have to get them. But they could be a bit of an issue. Ichor Cloth is like that. So, yeah, that costs a lot. It will take like a full wand to make it. But at least it's not an infusion. And I forget how we do enchanted fabric. Oh, that's not bad. So then the Ichor robes are made like this, and then you can upgrade the robes into all these different ones. And do I have the research to unlock them all? Oh, the Celestial Gateway. I heard about that too. So these are the upgraded robes. They're a lot harder to do. But I should have enough nether shards and end shards to get all the ichor to make the full robe set. And yeah, they have a lot of effects. Like, I think this is underwater. The body is flying, I think, or flight, like creative mode flight, or something like that. There's also the bottomless pouch, which is an upgraded focus pouch. That's the word. So I would like to try and get this as well, just so I have a lot more room for foci. But I don't know, this is stuff I'll need to prepare off camera more. And then there's... There we go. I think that is actually all the ichor research. Oh, darn, I don't have the tool aspect. Let's see if I can make that real quick. Let me just search aspect. I think I might have enough to do a few more. I just keep running out of this. Humanist and Ordo. So yeah, I do have enough to make just a few of them. Ah, there we go. And 2 more focus. Okay, so I think that is all the stuff with ichor. I know, there could be... It keeps popping in another one, huh? I know, I think it's going to keep going, so I don't want to keep trying to do all this on camera. So if there are any I missed, yeah, I thought that was going to happen. So those need more of the tool aspect, which I'm going to run out of. I don't know, maybe I do have enough, actually, because they only require 1 each, and I do have a few more of those. So... proto clay, and I'm out of precantatio. So I know there is a lot of stuff here, but pretty much I can make wand caps with ichor, and these are really costly. They're actually not too costly, like I don't have to infuse them, it looks like, but there is also the wand core. And this wand is insane. It holds like 1,000 aspects or something. So yeah, the ichor stuff is really powerful. And up there's another Celestial Void Card focus. And this is like another dimension or something, or teleporter. I think it was a form of teleportation. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't want to actually do any stuff with the ichor this episode. I just wanted to unlock it and go through it all. And oh, eldritch revelation. And yep, Flux Flu. My potion wore off because I had to do a few takes of the intro, so yeah. Anyway, so that's all the ichor stuff. I didn't really want to go too much into it this episode, or I had to unlock it before I can actually prepare the stuff, but I'll work at making it off camera. I think I might actually just make the ichor off camera, because it will require a lot of different aspects, and also the ichor glove. Like, I have to charge my wands multiple times to be able to make this, so I don't know. I'll decide what I'm going to do off camera, but I would like to still do another Thaumcraft episode or 2 dedicated to this stuff, and I would also like to unlock a lot more in the other mods, because, well, might as well at this point, right? So, yeah, there's still a lot more to unlock. This apparently opened up a lot of stuff once I got nether shards. Wow. Huh. They're not nether shards. I think it's just eldritch unlocked a lot more here, but I don't know. There's a lot more of the different add-ons that I would like to unlock over time, or mainly off camera, so hopefully in a future episode I'll have more of this stuff kind of prepared. So, yeah. Well, that's actually all I had planned for this episode dealing with Thaumcraft. I did check, and I don't have the Spiritus aspect prepared, so I can't even attempt to make ichor, or I would do that this episode. I think I might have the other ones, not sure. And if the warp effects do get annoying, I can drink more of this, but I don't want to go through it too quickly, because I only have one other potion. I think I put it in here. Somewhere in there anyway. So I only have one more because I was holding off because I do want to try and make the better version of the potion later on and not use up all my ingredients for the not as good one. I'll explain about that later. Anyway, so another thing I want to do this episode is cobblestone. I can finally make the compressed cobblestone, 8 times cobblestone, whatever you want to call it. So I just search cobble, or how about I just search compressed? There we go. So the 8 times cobblestone. So if you look here, I have a ton of 5 times cobblestone. If I just kind of put it here and go like that, and that, and that. So that's how much 5 times cobblestone I can make. Now if I go like this, and I can go like this, and that's how much 6 times cobblestone, or I think I made 6 times, now this is 7 times, and now this is 8 times cobblestone. I can almost make 2 of them, actually, which is kind of impressive. So, yeah, it's just like pure black at this point. So, that is an 8 times cobblestone. The most cobblestone you can have in a single block. So, yeah, that is another achievement, though, back at the very start of the list. The only other one now in this category is finish the tower. And also, I might be updating the achievement list by next week's episodes or so. I know there's a few tweaks I might want to do. And also, if you're wondering what this is to collect eggs, so I was tired of them being pulled by my ring of magnetism. So, yeah. And I'm not sure if I did mention, but I have been working on other stuff in the tower, which I might not mention in this episode or even in the other episodes this week, just because I want to try and save up to do an episode of tower stuff once I kind of finish it, which is another goal on here. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll actually finish it, in air quotes, but we'll see how far I get anyway. So, yeah, but the next thing I want to do now is make slime stuff. So if you come up here, this is another floor. You might notice the panels got changed on. So, well, one, I realized it was stupid and I can just put a lever on this to turn it off. Two, as you see, it has a lot of pink slime, and that's after I got a bucket of pink slime. So I do have enough to get the slime thing I needed. Unfortunately, the panel's behind the cows there, so that's a bit awkward. But what I need is a slime embiggening syringe. There we go. So I need to make a lot of these, and I need to make these to make it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's hope 8 is enough. There we go. I was able to deposit them all. And now I just need to make a ton of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so pretty much how this works is I probably want to not do this in here just in case. I don't know. I guess I can. I don't see anything that would harm it anyway. So if I do this, of course it breaks a torch. Or two. Come on, any minute now. It's supposed to do something. Just give it some time. But this is a liquid pink slime. And, from what I understand, it's supposed to turn into what? There we go. And now if I use the syringe on it, it grew in size. Ow. And now it grew even bigger. I think I might be able to do one more. Nope, that's about as big as it gets. So now since it's, oh, I forgot to grab a lasso. Pretty much the lasso is in case I screw up. I forgot a lasso does not work on slimes. Okay, so run over here, go in here. There we go. There we go. So I got a spare pink slime, so even after I kill these guys, I'll still have one tiny one that I could use to repopulate. But now if I kill these guys, I get pink slime balls. And that's what I need. There we go. So now I just have to do this again. And I keep doing this till I get as much pink slime as I need. So big, bigger. There is a bigger slime than the vanilla slime, though, or the giant slime. That's why I thought maybe I could go higher with the syringes. And ta-da! And bigger. And bigger. So I need a fair bit of these slime crystals, so I might need to do this a decent bit. And, ow. So, I think I will just slaughter all these guys and see if I can make enough slime crystals. I might be able to now, depending on how lucky I get. And I do have the spare one, of course, so if it isn't, I can always just grow more slimes. 60, that... I hear a slime, but I don't see it. Huh. How do you get up here? Ow. I will just leave it be. I think I might have used the levitator to get up. Anyway, so I got all the slimes, and I have a whole bunch of spare empty syringes that I can actually store in there. Although, used syringes probably aren't the best thing to, well, reuse, but still, mods, who cares? So, laser drill. So, this is what I want to make. I think I actually did prepare it to make, yes, I can make the laser drill. But the pre-chargers need a pink slime crystal, which need, one. Okay, I need to go like this. 2, 3, 4. unfortunately, I need to go now up to the top. So if I search slime, I still do have a lot of pink slime balls. So yeah, and I think I will just keep this slime in here, just so I have one in my ME system in case I ever need it again. And I guess I could put the raw meat nuggets in there as well. So now I need to make slime crystals by smelting this, and then I can make the laser drill pre-chargers for the laser drill. Where'd the slime go? Well, I'm gonna find that slime now. Okay, they were getting a bit annoying. So now I should be able to make the pre-chargers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I had just enough to do all that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to try setting it up this episode. I think I might hold off and do this off camera. And pretty much how it works is you have to place this over bedrock or the void, like a hole down to bedrock or the void. And to get the pre-chargers like this around it, and the pre-chargers will shoot into the laser drill, and it will use a ton of power, but it'll generate ores out of nothing. So, yeah, this needs a lot of power though, and I'm not sure how well my power setup is at the moment. And actually, I could set it up because I don't have the quarry running, but I'd have to go grab the Tesseract too. So I think I might just pass. Because, let me actually see how I'm doing for power. I did, oops, that's not power. That's not power either. Yeah, I'm still kind of down on power. I was trying to let these all regenerate before I use too much more power. So I think I might pass on that this episode. But hopefully next episode I'll have this all ready to activate anyway and set it up off camera. So let me just, oh, I should grab another. Actually, let me just make another safari net real quick to put in there. Should be easy enough to make, right? It's just, yeah, like that. So I can put that back in there to make it for the one I just used, and take that and put that in there and that in there. Okay, so I think that's everything where I need to be now. I know pink slime can go back in there. So let's see, what else? Oh, solar panels. So there are 2 other small things I want to do though, and I want to do them now so I don't run out of time. So a villager, or that's not how you spell villager. And it's actually called a trading post. So, a trading post. Actually, let's head back to my other base just to test this. Because I don't think I've actually tested it much. But pretty much this is a way you can trade with villagers pretty easily. So, if I put this here and go like this, it shows all the trades I have for all these villagers. Isn't that awesome? So I don't have to manually right-click and trade each one to find the trades. I can use this. So I think I might just leave this here for the moment, though, because I don't really need to take it with me. But I was thinking of putting that in the villager area of the tower, because it seems kind of fitting. And yeah, I did mark off the cobblestone goal, and since I haven't set up the drill, I'm not going to mark it off yet. But yeah, so I made the trading post, and the other thing I want to do is make a ton of solar panels. So, yeah, I want to fill the Spectre Dimension with solar panels, and I decided just tier 2 will be enough. So, okay, so the roof of the Spectre Dimension would need... It's still booting up, I guess, from loading chunks or something. I don't know, it's a bit weird at times. But, it needs 196 solar panels. Now, tier 3 would be a bit costly to do for that, so I'm just going to make 196 tier 2. Now, at 16 RF per panel, or I think that's RF per tick, or something like that, that is 3,136 RF per tick, I think. So that should be a lot of power. So to make all these, though, I'll need a whole bunch of tier 1 panels. So 1, 2, 3, and it was 3 stacks and 4. So I think that should be enough to make all of the tier 2 panels. I prepared all this stuff off camera. So, 1. That is not... Oh, that was how many tier 2 panels I need, not how many tier 1. Silly me. I actually didn't do the math then for tier 1s. Oh well, I guess I just make a ton of them then. Let's see. Now if I go to make more of those, and put all those in there, how many do I make this time? So, yeah, I probably should have checked how many tier 1s I had to make. I'm just worried I'm going to make extra, because I think I did make extra transmission coils. Oh well, I used them all up anyway. I might need to make a few more mirrors this time, though. But I did not make any extra capacitors that I'm aware of, so... Okay, so apparently I have 1 spare solar panel. Oh well. So let's search solar. Darn, I was kind of good about not having spare solar panels too. And yeah, so now we head to the Spectre Dimension. I'll grab some cable and we can set this all up. Okay, so here I am in the Spectre Dimension. I left some stone at the corners just so I could see where the corners were, because this place can be hard to see the walls at times. So if I go up here and I place these down, there we go. They don't need a block, and unlike the other panels, these do work through the Spectre block. That's what I'm saying. So I can just set these all up and then do that for the rest of this entire roof and run cables. So I think I'm just going to cut until I actually finish setting up all these panels, because my god, there's going to be a lot of panels. And I also made some more resin energy cells off camera for this, because the idea is they're all going to feed into like one giant cable network, and then they're going to feed into energy cells, and then the energy cells will be connected to a tesseract. So I have like this ultimate power farm. This might even power the laser drill now that I think about it, so I don't know. Anyway, let me set this all up and I'll cut back to show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so that took a while to set up. So now all I have to do is set up the resonant energy cells. So if I put one here, and I guess I'll try facing them inward like this. That is, yeah. So, I don't know. I guess something like this would work well. But, these do make a lot of power. I'm not sure. Can I see through? Yeah, they don't have any power now because they're pumping into this. But look how much RF it's already made in the time it took me to set this up. Granted, it took me probably a good 10 minutes to set all this up as you currently see it. But, I don't know. The cool thing is this should be chunk loaded and it's always sunny here. It never turns night in the Spectre Dimension. So these solar panels will always be active, always making power. And, yeah, that was kind of the goal. So I might need to move these up one now that I think about it. And, one here. Okay, so they're all outputting on the bottom. Good. So now I do one more of these, and then I'd connect them all together to a tesseract. So, yeah, but this should make a lot of power. I'll come back off camera and fiddle with this, maybe move these up if I need to, and figure out how to do the tesseract or where I want to put the tesseract and that sort of stuff. But for the moment, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think it would look better if they're up one. But, yeah. So these should be making me a lot of power over time just passively without me having to do anything, which is really cool. I really wish I did this sooner, or had the stuff ready to do this sooner, or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, and I guess I can put those back now. And, was this a goal? I'm not sure if it was a goal. I think the goal was just a max tier solar panel, and Spectre Solar is just something I've been wanting to do for a really long time because, yeah, it kind of abuses the Spectre Dimension as a energy farm. So, yeah. But let's see, that's where all the power seems to be going, and nearly 30 million RF so far, so I don't know, it's just nice to have another form of power, and I don't know, I probably won't go back there for a while and then just check to see how much power it accumulated to make sure the chunk loading is working. So it was at 30 million, and I'll check back sometime off camera and see how much it gained. So, yeah, and I think I might be a bit over time for this episode, but there is something else I want to make, and it is called chunky module for a turtle. Now, this might seem strange to do because I have not made anything with turtles in a while. Let's do 4. I prepared this off camera though, and it just was in my notes as something just to try. So I got those, and now we head back to the base. Let me turn off my jetpack. And also, I really need to move that portal. But we haven't been down here in such a long time. I usually just take the base entrance down and not even the stairs. But if we come down here in, wow, these are still, look, they're still iron chests. That's how old this place is. It still has cobblestone even. Wow. I really should do something with this. So I do have some turtles. And how about I just upgrade one of each to a chunky turtle? Just, you know, in fairness and all. And it would stop steel from when I used to repair my steel tools like that. So if I put them in here like this, I can make chunky mining turtles. And what these do is they're chunk-loaded turtles. Now, the reason I'm making this, despite not using turtles in a very long time, I don't know, I really always have liked turtles, and just kind of cool to have a chunk-loaded turtle. I'm not sure if just setting them down acts as a chunk loader either. So, yeah, but they're all chunky mining turtles now. So if I did want to use turtles again, they would automatically be chunk-loaded because they now have a chunk loader upgrade. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just something I could do with one of the upgrades, because Peripherals Plus Plus now has chunky, a chunk loader peripheral. Before I did have a mod called, what was it? Chunky Peripherals or something like that. I forget its name, but I removed it because Peripherals Plus Plus added the same kind of chunk loading features, and I think it might have done a slightly better job. Not sure. Maybe it didn't. And also, this probably has an ungodly amount of wool. No, I did check it not too long ago. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't use the chunk loader turtles kind of stuff often, or haven't used them in a very long time, but still, chunk loading turtle was something I added to the mod pack because I thought it was cool and wanted to have, so at least I finally made one, even if I never end up using it. But maybe I can think of something to do with the turtles before I end off the series. Anyway, this episode has been going on a pretty long time, so yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this episode with all its insanity-fueled stuff, and yeah, until next time, goodbye.